Nope. Way down. Nice shot.
That's a line, that's it.
To the left.
Actually, a little bit more. It doesn't move at speed. A little bit more. Yep. Give it a little bit.
You know what you're asking for.
Wings all there.
Got a little more than the last two.
Needs the curl. It's pretty slow down. Yeah. But if you go under your arm, that's right. Yes, man. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
So a very pleasant good evening. And welcome for the final time this evening, the Bucks County Curling Club in Warminster, Pennsylvania, for the 10-15 draw of the big Buckin Bonspiel. We're watching Sheet B here, which is between the Plainfield Curling Club, skipped by John Trader, also a member of the Bucks County Curling Club. He has a vice skip of John Haggerty, a second of Rick Eswine, and a lead of Matt Gillow. Don't know why I'm reading that from 20 feet away when I have a list in front of me. And they are against the team from Diamond State, which is skipped by Paul Sangdon. Jennifer Yang is the third, Alex Zimmerman, and Phil Wilcox is the lead. It's the first end to play, has just been completed. And it was indeed a score of 2 for Diamond State. So that sets them off on a good foot there. Now Paul's rink is 1-1 so far in this Bonspiel. John Trader is sitting on a 0-2 record at the moment. This is the final game of pool play, which will determine the seeding moving on into the brackets, which will begin at 3:30 tomorrow. Be sure to be tuned in at 3:30 and 5:30 for what are our featured draws of the weekend. The A and B quarterfinals are some of the best curling that we ever see here, because the teams end up so evenly matched that we have great games across the barn. Okay, so Rick was replaced by Maria. Well, there you go then. And she's not curling. Obviously, I lost track of a lot of these things. I printed out this list quite a while ago. Once. Oh yeah, that's not a Maria. But John's wearing the jacket in spirit. So Diamond State throwing the blue stones here on sheet B. They didn't ask for one, Chris. Oh, we have some camera work going on here. And we had the little roll there too. Fim Jannon's having fun right now, playing with his new toys. What other toys do I get to play with? So we got the Zoom. Right now we wipe back to the composite. We rolled it back. So shot coming down here for Plainfield. Jumping around with a directional sweeping. Yes, Chris, Jimmy has having way too much fun right now. Next thing you know, we're going to have a fade, and then we're going to have a bounce out. I'm sure we have a fade. Do we have the whoop-de-doo bounce out that goes? No? Okay. So here's Diamond State. Diamond State looking to throw a stone just about settee weight. And we're going to zoom in and see how that comes in. Look at that fade. Comes in just a skosh heavy. Jimmy is in his glory. Shout out to our engineer today, Jim Fannin. Yeah, give Jim about half a bottle of wine or beer, and he won't care about this anymore. Sitting behind Jimmy, watching him have the fun is worth the price of admission right now. Was he up there? You go. We got another crossfade. That's a nice draw right to the button. And the angles are set up. The commentary, Jimmy, likes the fade better than the wipes or the bouncy stuff. It is rather late at night to be bouncing around. So here's Paul calling the game and throwing third stones. They're on it right off the jump, trying to pick out their opponent's rock here. It's going to hit it, and after a lovely rotation, jam. So Plainfield here throwing red. Sitting second at the moment. Looking to call a little tap back here. John thought about being the wandering skip there, but then thought better of it. coming on in. It's got to go a little bit further. It's going to sit for third shot. So I didn't catch all the conversation there between Jen and Paul. This could be ice to pick it out. It also could be ice to draw down to the other stone. So coming down with a nice easy weight, kind of just through the house weight. Coming down is going to wick off the red and right onto the other red. Does it hang on to be second shot? I don't exactly think so. Man, what I wouldn't give for a zoom right now. Man, it'd be really nice if we could see that really close up at home right now. As predicted, Jimmy doesn't care anymore. All right, Plainfield throwing a little bit of weight here. About a heavy control. About a 10.5 second rock. Off the one and onto the other one, and it's going to leave them sitting one. So here comes Jennifer Ying with her first skip rock. Throwing the fourth stones here for Diamond State, located in the first state of Delaware. Home of tax-free shopping. And this has got some mustard on it. Little narrow, they're going to have to sweep really hard if they're going to want to get a piece of it. Got to keep on going. Are you going to get there? Can you get lucky here? Need a little bit of luck. And well, you're sitting at least one. Close for second, but I think it's one blue. Second and third are likely red. And blue's probably fourth and fifth. So that was some good brushing to save that shot. Closing out what has been a very busy evening here at the Bucks County Curling Club. 7 draws tonight, followed by another 7 tomorrow. So John here with his last, just going to try to nestle on in there and just kind of nudge that rock over a little bit to sit 3. You want to do this carefully so you leave it so it jams. This is slightly more than nudge weight. All right, that's through the house, and it's going to leave a free draw for 2. Or a really crazy shot for 5. The warm room is definitely getting lubricated. Apologize in advance for anything that my mic catch it. So here we go, final stone for Jennifer Yang. She is going to try selling in, and this also appears to have a bit of the case of the heavies, and that's going to go through. So here we come, coming up to the final stone for Plainfield, and it is Diamond State sitting 1 under cover, and John has that same little nudge. Maria, I've been here since 10:06. If you expect me to know a fact at this point, that is like really ridiculous. All right, final rock for John. This one looks hot again. It's a little heavy, it's a little wide. Probably had a chance to sweep it to rub off a little tick there, but it's going to be a steal. Likely a 1. They're going to take a look at it, but I think it's just 1. And there it is. 1 blue, so it's 2-0. So over on sheet C, Pittsburgh now with using their rostered alternate and a club sub because unfortunately Sean and Karen's pooch had to go to the animal hospital on an emergency basis, so we hope that their dog is okay. It didn't really like me, but still hope it's okay. They have a 3-2 lead over Brian Hoofy's Diamond State team. Over on sheet A, it's a 2-0 lead. Pardon me, a 3-0 lead for Lori Nielsrink. Lori is sporting the Nunavut curling jacket today. Hoping to have better success than Nunavut generally does. And they are playing a Bucks County rank skipped by New Dave Abramson. And peering way over on sheet D, it is a 2-1 lead playing in the third end for Anthracite with Brandon Jackson over Jake Barch. Back to our game here. We have 2 guards, a high 1 guard, a tight 3. This drill just being a skosh heavy, coming to the back 12. Diamond stayed with the blue rock here. Now it's in danger of coming in contact with that red. That red is still protected by the free guard zone, but it will instead raise their own blue in, and that is perfectly acceptable. Which leaves Plainfield and red sitting 1 in the back 8. So if you need curling stuff, come tomorrow. Gary from Rooms Up will have his truck open. Nice enough to drive all the way down from Connecticut, paying $5 a gallon for diesel fuel. So he's a great support of the game, a great support of the Bucks County Curling Club. And there's no better place to buy curling gear than Rooms Up. And please buy grippers. So this being the final game of pool play will be the first round of games that actually set the standings and determine who will reach each event's final. So on the game we're watching here, Paul's at 1-1 and John is at 0-2. So Paul is not able to reach the A event final right now. So the game on sheet A would dictate who's in the A event, because Lori Neal does hold the tiebreaker currently over Dave Abramson. Lori had a draw to the button of 13 inches, and Dave Abramson had one of 17.25. Now, if Paul were to lose to John Trader, Paul would be in the C event, and John would be in the D event. So essentially, John Trader is locked into the D event at this moment. I may have looked at something wrong, but... And in Pool B, the Pittsburgh rink, now being skipped by Matt Berwick, is 2-0. And they are playing Brian Hoofy. So both teams here control their own destiny. Whoever wins is going to be in the A event. The loser will be in the B event. And also on sheet D, C and Team Barch and Team Jackson each control their own destiny as to whether they're in the C or D events. And those quarterfinals for Pool A and B will be 3:30 tomorrow. And for C and D for these pools, it will be 8 p.m. So these games certainly mean something. And we now have the ability to switch around between sheets with the commentary, thanks to the good work of our technical staff.
They're actually in your pocket.
Things are starting to deteriorate in front of me here slightly. So play here continues in the third end. With the red of Plainfield having hammer, they are sitting 2. Somewhat exposed there in the 4-foot. And Jennifer's going to ask Paul to throw a soft weight takeout on this red rock, hoping to roll under cover. Doing that would secure another steal most likely. And Paul settles into the hack with his second vice stone. Jen calls immediately to sweep for line. It appears to have plenty of line. In fact, so much that it flashed. So a little window of opportunity here for John Trader, representing both Plainfield and Bucks. Wearing those Garden State jackets from Dynasty Curling. Taking a lot of ice here for the draw. Waiting for it to curl. And it is curling, but that rock was delivered well outside of the 12-foot. So we have Jen eyeing up the hit here. All right, with the hit made. Very close for shot Stone right now. So John Trader with his first skip rock. Thinking about a little downweight shot. I think the goal is to like 2 after this. Possibly 3. And it's away. Looks to be just a skosh wide at the moment. Going plan B, trying to throw it as a slash instead. Gotta get on the 1 on the second. No, you jam it all day. So it'll be the last stone coming up for Jennifer. Good to see Julie Tomato Salad joining us. Yeah, Maddie Berwick taking over the skipping responsibilities now, since he was calling the game most of the time anyway, but he's throwing rocks higher up in the lineup now, with Sean and Karen having to head on out for the pooch. So now we got a tricky little draw here for John. Sneak around the first one. That shouldn't be a problem because it's way up high. Just got to make sure your ice is right to get past the second one. Rocks away. They're waiting for it, starting to break. She's starting to come in now, but they got to make sure it gets there. You got the line, but you got to get to the button. You got to get to the pin. You got to go all the way. Are you ever going to get there? Oh, my goodness, that's close. That looks red to me. And I think they agree. That was way more exciting than it had to be. But it will be a score of a single point for John Trader and his rink. Makes it 2-1 after 3. I see gentlemen from Potomac Curling Club wondering if they're ever going to be able to collect their teammates. Chris Farmer and Cody Johnson having a good old time in the front row. And the center card is called for and goes up. Our game between Pittsburgh and Diamond State is tied up on sheet C. Also tied up is the anthracite Plainfield game. Sheet on seat will determine who goes to the A event finals, and the sheet D will determine who will be in C and D. So lots of games with meaning tonight, which almost makes staying up worth it. And new Dave Abertson took a single point off of Lori Neal's rank. So it's 3-1 after 3. But we continue here in the fourth end. We got the two guards up. John's looking for a little bit of a stagger here. Some people in the warm room will be staggering home instead of getting staggered. You guys should be here. So now we have the double offset center-ish guards. Still a draw path to get in there. So here we come with the fifth stone in the end. Looks just a skosh heavy for a draw. But it settles right there to the back four. Not too bad. Question is now with hammer, does Paul attack and try to open things up, or does he try to draw down to it? So the open up was the call, and they managed to peel the guard and roll the shooter on. Now we'll see how that plays out later in the end. That's kind of cool. And we are joined here in the booth by our special guest, all the way from San Antonio, Texas, Mr. Matthew Pring. Hello, Matt.
Hello. Hello. It's an honor to be here.
Well, and we are honored to have you. I'm sure you would tell us that the honor is ours. The what? That's right, turn it down. Any better? Trying to get our monitor volume figured out here a little bit. I was the second worst sound technician at my university, which means I essentially knew how to turn it on.
I heard good things about you. I thought that you were able to run the AV department.
Now, if we're talking about being a stage manager or making lighting design, I got you all day. All day.
Special effects.
Oh, well, that was my Uncle Hank. Uncle Hank Schmel, the master pyrotechnician for KISS.
That's pretty awesome.
That's more than awesome. That's badass.
That's badass.
Did the fireworks at the Super Bowl on multiple occasions.
Now I heard some pretty phenomenal stories about.
Built
Hank.
his own plane.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Like, who does that? So here we are. We have blue with hammer, red sitting 2. Both the Redstones are behind the tee line, so that is very much the friend of Diamond State. So as Paul skates down here to throw his first rock, Paul skipping the game and throwing the third stones. Jennifer throwing fourth.
It looks like he set up for a takeout.
It does. It could be an easy draw too, but that's definitely a hit. You are for sure right. And it's also quite a bit narrow.
Could be a field goal situation.
Going to try to get it there. They're going to try to get it there, and they are going to.
And it's good.
Unfortunately, not be successful. So one thing I'm quite excited about is over in Pool B there on Sheet C, that our first team to compete with 2 wheelchair curlers at this club are 2-0 and poised to be able to get into the A event here.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of cool.
That's very cool.
We may switch over to that sheet later. We can do that now.
That's pretty cool. Thank you to the GVDH, as I understand.
We had some great sponsors for that. And then the labor put in by Ian Alexander, Jimmy Fannin, and basically the entire Monday Night League.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Team effort.
Yep. I did a very small part. I was driving by because I knew they were working all day, all night, and I thought they might still have something to do, and I saw Ian and Kevin's car here. I'm like, okay, I can stop for a couple minutes. They did the lion's share of the work. Lots of cable. It's all direct wire. The longest cable run is over 300 feet, Matt.
Yeah, Ian was telling me a little bit about that yesterday. It was pretty impressive. Well, he looks like he's set up for a draw.
I think that's a wise choice. On it right off Jump Street here.
They think it needs it.
They switched to try to push it over, utilizing the directional sweeping method.
Their form is tremendous.
Yeah, so Matt, we had some changes on the Pittsburgh team because Sean and Karen had to leave because their pooch is quite sick.
Oh, that's sad news.
Yeah. So Ryan, our power chair curler, his wife or girlfriend, I do apologize, I don't know off the top of my head, is playing. And one of our own subs from the club, Michael Collins, is playing. Comrade Cocktails.
Oh, yeah. Comrade Cocktails in the nice curling pants.
Yep. He's been willing to sub all day.
I saw him subbing out under the tree, shucking corn.
Being really classy in the front row and drinking some Pinot Grigio right from the bottle. I didn't say who. But it is one of the usual suspects.
One of the known characters.
All right, so here we have John Trader with his first skip rock. He does not have the hammer, but he is line the 2, because that draw did come up short. You can sneak another one in there, but as has been a little bit of a theme, at least early in the game, he's been slipping a little bit wide on his draws. Hopefully that's something he can get dialed in as we move forward.
Wide and light is okay. Wide and heavy, not okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not the worst outcome because now you can push the enemy stone out and be in the house without a problem. But I'm sure that's something he'll look at the stream afterwards and try to dial in just a touch. This is John's second season curling, and I think he's doing exceptionally well for a 2-year curler. It's a neat thing about curling. It kind of is a exponential rise to like 70% good, and then to get from 70 to 90% good takes you 20 damn years.
Yes. For some.
But not the Croydon Messiah.
Service will be held on Sunday.
Oh man. I'll hold church here on Sunday.
Perfect.
I have my own version of the Lord's Prayer for curling. This shot from Jen, trying to be a raise in, unfortunately over curled. So John with his last rock here. I kind of like I don't know. What do you like there, Matt?
I like a guard.
So guard that draw path in.
Yes.
Really try to secure that steal too.
Yes.
Would put it in a good place, scoring in the even end.
Or they could just draw themselves in to sit 3.
Good draw.
I like that too.
That's not bad. Now they're looking at the other shot for a second. I would talk my vice out of that.
I would definitely.
Well, this is what you would say. No, I put the broom where I wanted it. Well, what's the shot? Don't worry about it.
You know where the broom is, and you know what weight to throw. That's all you need to know. The direction of the handle.
So our club president, Chris Mahoney, likes the guard, and that does appear to be the call. Now they're going to have to get it over. Got to sweep hard to get it over. Don't ever want to hog it, and hog it you did.
Wow.
Ooh.
So that's pretty much what you didn't want to do.
Okay, so Paul initially indicated that he wanted to raise a rock up. I don't know about that, Matt. Right now, if you had to win a Bonspiel, you could raise that up and make a double and score 3, but you're not at that point right now.
You have a lot of ends to go in this game. All he needs to do
Just
is get his one.
throw the damn draw.
Get his one and say thank you.
Our good friend Ian Alexander comments that greedy when stealing yields disaster.
I couldn't agree with the man more.
That may or may not have happened to me on Tuesday.
Yep, greed is not good in curling.
I think it's more we just didn't make a damn shot. Okay, the weight doesn't look terrible. It needs to move some. Gonna have to look for a plan B. Can they get that to raise in? Oh, I think you had to sweep that. You could have. Oh, you. And the warm room disapproves. Had you gotten on that and called the plan B, you could have chipped it in.
He had to get on that pretty early though, like at least halfway down.
Yep. So that will be a steal too for John Trader and his Plainfield Bucks-ish rink.
But they're only up 1 point, and it's still early.
Oh, it's a very tight game. In fact, we have tight games all the way across the barn right now. You can check out every individual live feed right now on YouTube.
I think it might be better than the curling stadium.
Yeah.
Which we were able to enjoy a nice game earlier, watching Scott Dunham, the victory over Mike McEwen.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't see that. I was too busy running around doing stuff here.
It was his, I understand, the first time he's played against McEwen.
What time was that?
I'd like to say that was around 1:30 or something, 1 o'clock.
Oh, I was working lunch.
I can't remember the exact time, but I know it was on.
Yeah, this is our big cook day here. Friday is our day of full live cooking. We do it just with an oven and crock pots and a grill. And I think we didn't do too bad.
I think it was after I got off the ice. I think it was like around 4:30.
Oh, I was definitely cooking that.
Yeah, that's why you didn't get to sit.
Oh, I was running back and forth pretty hardcore.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. It was right around that time. So
4:30, we were finishing the last of the Speedies and putting the first of the burgers on.
But it was a 1 point victory in 8-end game. It was
nice.
a good game.
Very nice.
So hopefully the boys continue to do well up there.
Absolutely, that's for sure. Now, let's see here. Over on Sheet D, we got Anthracite with a 1 point lead after 4. It's 3-2 in what's a well-played game.
Does Anthracite have any current plans on becoming dedicated there yet?
They don't right now. I know ice time is still a problem there. And that's a problem for a lot of arena clubs. That, and especially the cost of ice time.
Yes. Well, I just experienced when I moved to San Antonio, the Austin club, when I moved there, had just became a dedicated club like 2 weeks after I moved there. And then, not even a year later, they're already back to arena ice.
Yeah, I know that when I first joined Bucks County, that was, let's see, Olympics were what, 2016 or when did Schuster win?
2018.
18, so 14. So I was just before 14, so 2013. The going rate for ice was about $3.80 an hour. So if you're on a regulation size rink with five sheets, you have 40 people there, and to play for 2 hours, you're looking at $760, and you got to get those 25 people to cover that.
Right.
Let alone the cost of your stones and other things. So it's not easy.
No.
And that's really where, well, actually, not to open up a hornet's nest, which I don't want to open up. The programs that the GNCC have to help these clubs really make it possible because they provide the stone loans.
I understand it's because they promote the sport of curling.
They do. They do promote the sport of curling. They provide a lot of stones to a lot of arena clubs at an extremely low cost.
That's wonderful.
And definitely worthy of their support. Now, you know,
I was talking to a few people from a few other regions at this current Bonspiel today, and they had wished that their regions were as supportive as the GNCC, they told me.
You know, there's obviously, nobody's ever going to be perfect, right? Let's just be honest.
Right.
But I think that we have on the board, and as a general membership, a group of very well-meaning individuals that want to advance and promote the sport.
Yes.
And that's really all you can ask for. You had hair in that picture.
Oh yeah. I just recently went bald in the last 5 to 6 years, I think.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know you with hair.
Yes. Well, you've known me since, like, I don't know, 2014 or something.
Yeah, you didn't have hair.
Yeah, maybe not. It's been a little while now.
Oh, well, curling actually is what let me know I was going bald. I was curling one day at Potomac, and we were on the live stream, and I went to watch the replay, and I said, "Who the bleep is that bald guy?"
And it was you.
And I'm like, well, crap.
Because you were standing underneath the camera.
That's right. So that's when I joined the Hat Club for Men.
There you go. I'm a proud member of that club. So, I just want to tell you that this 28 flowing ounces of Gatorade that I have here used to be 32 ounces.
It used to be shrinkflation. That's actually a word now. It actually this week got added to Webster's dictionary.
I think you should have added it like 5 years ago.
It got added this week, and I remember when we had that conversation, you know, a couple years ago.
Yeah.
But shrinkflation is now a word.
Well, it should be a word because it's a real problem. I mean, one of my favorite people, Kevin Brady. He's leaving.
Yeah, he's getting out of Dodge. So, with it being 3-2 in favor of Plainfield, in the fifth end, we have Diamond State sitting 2 right now, with 3 Plainfield guards up front, but a wide open way in the house for Diamond State to add another.
And they have the hammer.
They do have the hammer. That's the last stone advantage.
Well, they're just a little bit short, and they blocked up the hole there.
Yeah, Alex was a little bit short on that one. Lori Neal added a single point in the fourth end to take a 4-1 lead over New Dave Abramson
Over on sheet A.
on sheet A. And over on sheet C, it was Brian Hoofy of Diamond State taking a single point to make that 4-3 after 4. And we have a single point for Anthracite over on sheet D to make that 3-2. So, fair to say, we've got good games all the way across here. No blowouts.
None yet.
It always takes just that one rock, doesn't it, sometimes?
That's it.
Then we ask the standard question.
Yes, the standard question.
Oh, man. Okay, so Brian's coming back. He's getting ready to throw his first stone. He's throwing the third rocks. Sorry, not Brian, Paul. I'm getting my Diamond Staters confused.
There's so many of them.
You know, for an arena club with, I believe, about 75 members,
They travel
damn,
well.
they Bonspiel a lot.
They do.
And you know what? They're getting pretty good.
They're definitely a lot better than I've seen them in years past.
Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, and I definitely don't want to be hypocritical, especially because we started as an arena club, and I was one of those arena club curlers. But, you know, once you play for a while on your own ice, you say, the arena guys, okay, we got this. But that's certainly not the case. Because, you know, the game on sheet C with Diamond State is to be in the A event.
Yeah.
And this is not a 5 and under Bonspiel. This is a regular big boy Bonspiel.
No, but this round is pivotal on whether they're usually going to make the A or not.
Oh, absolutely. Well, on C and D, they control their destiny. The winner of C will be in the A. The loser will be in the B. And on D, it will be C and D. That's how it's going to go.
I know some of the other pools are a little more contested.
Yeah.
Waiting on games for tomorrow morning and such.
It's definitely going to be exciting for sure. Now here we have a 2-win team, and then an 0-2 team, and 2 1-1 teams. So our tiebreak likely will come into effect in Pool A.
Yes.
So the leader for the tiebreak right now is Team Lori Neal. So if Lori Neal can beat Dave Avertson, she will, by virtue of the tiebreak being the head-to-head game, put herself into the A event with her rank.
Right.
And the same will apply between Paul and John here. So all this time I spent doing last stone draws is going to mean nothing in these two pools.
Might come to play.
There's always 1 or 2 pools that always has to go.
It might come into play in Pool C.
Now, Julie, that's not very Southern hospitable of you. Judy Tomato Salad just asked you to go back to Texas.
Julie.
Crazy, Julie Tomatales. Come on.
I thought we were good friends, Julie.
Come on, Jewel.
So sad now.
I would be sad too.
Yeah.
Such rejection.
I'm just depressed.
just fun until him and Julia said hello.
Well,
he's contemplating whether he wants to believe you.
Just don't know what to do.
So back here, it's got interesting as we come to skip rocks here. So it's going to be John with his first skip rock without hammer, and he is facing 3 opponent stones right now. So John is eyeing up the double to limit the damage here. Now, you have the double, you also have a relatively simple double tap up. But the double is the call. It's coming with alacrity.
Well, he threw it a little bit outside.
That's been a theme. Gonna pick off the 1. Elite Blue's still sitting 2.
I do have a question for Julie T.
What is that, Matt?
You know, I curled at the Chesapeake Curling Club back in January. And
well, apparently it's back to the bracket, so that should help. We can't be the undefeated C event champion again.
Oh, is that what she posted?
Yes.
So she answered my question already.
You must be psycho. I mean psychic.
Well, there you have it.
Are they mutually are they mutually exclusive?
I just didn't know how it was possible that the A event winner had a loss already. That was my actual question.
Yeah, that was weird.
Yeah.
But
I mean, especially since we didn't have a loss. But
yeah.
And then we were the C event champions.
Yeah.
It was a little bizarro.
Now I will tell you, Matt. I did personally introduce
Russ to the
biter bar here.
To the biter bar, yeah.
Yep.
You know, he honestly said to me and Dan earlier that he honestly never heard of a biter bar prior to that event.
Oh, I believe him. I mean, Russ is a good guy. I like Russ. I'm in the Russ business.
Yeah, no, I like Russ.
It'll be Chesapeake Baywatch as long as.
But for all of our viewers out there, always use a biter bar and don't try to use a Kleenex box.
Julie, as long as Russ is not wearing an orange bathing suit, I will come to Chesapeake Baywatch.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, so John's in a bit of a pickle here. Take a look at it. He has 4 rocks of his that he can use. Myself, if I'm throwing this, I have a lead of 1. I'm going to play the tap on the right-hand side of the sheet as we see it, move a stone up into the 4-foot, and basically concede 1 point to my opponent.
Oh, you might not even have to concede a point.
You might, but it's quite likely that you will. If you make it perfectly, sure, you could get there, but there's a high possibility you can cut that scoring zone down enough to make sure it's only 1.
Sure. But he's throwing the stones, and he's looking like he's more comfortable to hit.
Well, he hits the 1, hits the other one, and it's, oh God, it made it worse.
Well, that's what I was afraid of. Now he's in danger of giving up 4.
That is more than 1. Oh, man. Okay, so here we go. Jennifer Yang, she has a free draw for 4. Just has to touch the big painty thing. Well, that's the beauty of having a game on live stream. You can go back and replay it a little bit and have a chance to reconsider your choices. This one is past the guard, and as long as the weight is fine, it's going to be there. You can turn down your sound there, Matt, so I don't hear the feedback. So there it goes. As Vic would say, you can count them up 1, 2, 3, and 4.
That's going to hurt.
And it's less than ideal, but Plainfield's going to have the hammer in the next end. Let's see what happens. On sheet C, we're tied up after 5. Really a well-played game. I often thought that between these two Diamond State teams, you could put together one really freaking awesome team. At least somebody that would make a lot of noise.
It would be wise.
Yeah, because there's a good amount of skill there. If they want to do like a arena playdowns or something, there's 4 people between those 8 that could actually
compete.
Yeah, for sure.
Agreed.
That was only 3, Maria. Well,
but they're very good people.
Oh, I'm thrilled with the way things are going for sure. Happy seeing them. Our good friend, our good friend Herb Kupchik is one of the key members there.
There's some things going on that I might have to attend to soon.
Well, you go ahead and take care of that in 5 minutes and 18 seconds.
Looks like people in front of me might need some health care.
Well, in 5 minutes and 12 seconds, I had to adjudicate whether people received the appropriate number of ends.
Yes. I believe someone might need the Heimlich.
Sheet D looks like it. They're going to make it to 8. They have 4 stones to play with 5 minutes remaining in the clock. So, barring people playing completely stupid, they should be able to do it. Sheet C would have to hustle.
Sheet B might have to hustle.
Well, Sheet B is not going to make it.
Well, that's not going to make it, yeah.
Sheet C would have to hustle, and admittedly, it's a little bit tougher because of the logistics of using the wheelchairs. Just slows it up just a little bit. Honestly, with two adaptive curlers on a team, getting 7 ends is actually not bad.
Huh. I mean, I've always been down for 6-end games.
Well, that is a Sunday morning tradition here at Bucks County Curling Club. No measurements.
My favorite day was always Friday morning curling.
Oh, the infamous Bloody Mary League.
Yes.
That only makes rare appearances now. Black Friday all the time, though.
Oh, that's a must. Tradition.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. Just like Les Mis. But, yeah, it's been too long since we've had the opportunity to have a Bloody Mary League here.
I just remember walking in the door and hearing bloody or screw.
Yes. A little too much acid in that now. I go for the cranberry juice now.
I remember a time that I had some cranberry juice with vodka.
There wasn't much cranberry juice, brother. Single point for New Dave Abramson on sheet A. They're down by 2, playing in 6. Only going to be playing 7.
Now did they just flashed that, it looked like.
Yep, and here we are here on our featured game. Plainfield sitting 1 in the house. Drawing down to 2nd. I think they're trying to land around top 4. It's going to scoot a little bit too deep.
Well, it's not horrible.
No, that's not the easiest double. It's certainly available, though. And that is the call. Asking that from the second Alex.
I like this. I mean, I like this double.
No, it's certainly a good call at the lead for sure. It looks like it has to curl up a little bit. You know, the ice has been finishing well.
It doesn't have a lot of weight.
Oh, just gonna pick off the 1.
Probably threw that like board weight.
Yeah, skosh better than that as at least control, I think. So now we have Ryan throwing the third stones. Let's see. They flip their lineup around to adapt to where they're at. And Matt, I will rejoin you in just a moment.
All right.
All right, just taking care of a little bit of Bonspiel business there, letting the sheet set did not make time for 8 ends, no. They should know on their own, but sometimes you get caught up in the game and don't and aren't watching the clock. Only takes a second to let them know.
So sheet D is the only sheet?
Sheet D is good for all of them. They can play all 8.
And the other 3 are not.
That's correct.
But they get to play the end, they're in plus 1 more still?
That's correct. So they're going to be 7.
Yes.
So, actually, I didn't get a hold of sheet B yet, but they'll look back at some point. We're still being super classy with open bottles of wine here. Somebody get that lady a straw. I just got to look.
It was not a good one.
That's okay. I've gotten many a look, but I also get many a smile. So I'll take them both. There we go. I got John's attention.
He looks like he's well aware that they're only going to play 7.
Yeah.
How do you pronounce John's last name?
Trader. That's not what's on the back of his thing. Is not his name.
I didn't think so.
I think he's wearing Maria's jacket.
Yes.
Maria can chime in on the chat if that's correct. I think that might be a little bit of an homage because I think Maria has a, from what I see a little bit earlier, I think an injury. Yes.
Okay. Well, wish her a speedy recovery.
Absolutely. So it's nice of John to sport the jacket. This looks like a nifty little shot. It's going to jam. We'll make it over the top. And now, yes, it will. Nice little shot by Paul there. Eastwine is like the letter in the drink. Yep, that's my jacket. Did I say it right? Or is it S-wine?
S-wine, like the letters in the drink, yeah. The S-wine, I would imagine.
I'm going to need a phonetic, Maria.
Hooked on phonics is the way to go.
I am hooked on phonics on learning to read.
Man, I remember they would have that on the commercial all the time.
Oh my God. It was like on repeat.
Yeah.
Maybe watching Nickelodeon and... Okay, so it's just S-wine.
S-wine. Yeah, that's what we said.
Okay. Yeah, if you're watching like, you can't do that on television on Nickelodeon, and every commercial will be hooked on phonics.
Wow.
Lots of paperwork coming.
It's past the witching hour.
Yay?
Love those 8 a.m. games.
Oh, I think I might just find a way to make my way to Shantytown.
I remember you had plans for a Cloud Town.
Oh, Cloudtown, yeah. Cloudtown, yeah. Cloudtown would have rocked.
Yeah.
But I was worried of that little Mario guy that threw the spiky things at you.
Yeah. Well, you got to remain vigilant.
Was that World 4 he threw that John, didn't you?
Yeah, I think so. What do you think about Michael's new hairstyle?
Klessner's done the man bun kind of thing multiple times.
This is kind of like a little different.
I don't think he's wearing his fake eyes today. I had the privilege of Bonspiel with Mike Klessner 3 weeks in a row once. And I learned that there are two different people. There's Klessner, and then there's this nice other guy, Mike, who nobody knows.
Well, Mike's a good guy.
I can't always deal with Klessner.
Well, you know, we did
We did
have
Trap
a
and Girl.
young Michael on our team to win the A event here at Bucks County Curling Club.
Certainly did.
His and hers inaugural spiel.
We certainly did. Honor to be a part of that.
Yeah. That was Michael's first and only A event appearance and win, which I was stunned to learn afterwards.
Well, it's not as easy as you think. I mean, we can't all be Matt Pring.
Yeah, well.
So taking a look here at our sixth end, our penultimate end. We have a draw coming down here from Jennifer with her final stone.
Looks like it's going to crash.
Yeah, that kind of got it on its way a little bit. So
Running out of the gas.
It looks like John has to draw for one here. Would you agree?
I agree.
Draw for one and go for the steal. And then, of course, we'd have to throw skip rocks because
I'm not sure why there's any discussion.
it appears to be very straightforward. But he might see something we don't.
Or he's not concerned about the time anymore.
Well, that's always the case. As soon as the clock is over, everybody slows the heck down.
For those of you watching the Yankees game.
Yeah, the Yankees, Tampa Bay game, he was definitely safe.
Definitely safe.
All right, now this stone has the right weight. Now it's got to curl. They're trying to do the directional brushing deal.
Oh.
And is that stuff going to work?
No.
No, it's not. Oh, and that's going to be a steal of two.
Wow. I think that's the handshakes.
And, well, it's not good, that's for sure.
7-3.
Not quite handshakes yet. Possibly shortly. The sixth end on sheet A. You can tune in. Over on our alternate channel. It has new Dave Abertson sitting one without hammer, trying to draw in a second. Probably playing to tap it up a little bit into the forefoot.
Currently down 2 points in the sixth end.
All over it right away, by the way, but
out of the hand sweeping.
Yep. Over on sheet D. And it's been a little bit of a turnaround for Plainfield. And Mr. Barsh has a 3-point lead.
Aberson was able to make that draw successfully.
Very nice. And on sheet C, it was a 2 spot from Brian Hoofy to give him a 2-point lead going into the final end.
Yes. Dave does have a very nice vocabulary. He is college educated, after all.
Drexel University class of 2003, go Dragons.
I understand that they have a very good engineering program.
They do. Ooh, this stone looks like it picked. Or it has no handle.
Has no handle.
Now it just reversed. Oh. So that did a little bit of everything. It's a common misconception, Matt, that engineering is the primary focus of Drexel University. The business college actually has a 30% higher enrollment than the engineering college.
Oh yeah, no, I just I'm aware of that. I just know that it's actually one of the few colleges across the country that offer
well, they have the co-op, which is what Drexel is famous for. You have to go out into the field for most majors for 3 6-month periods to gain practical experience in order to graduate. And as Sarah Ackland would know, her mechanical engineering degree required a 6-year program.
Oh wow!
Oh yeah, it's no joke. Only reason why the business college is bigger is because people drop out of the damn engineering college.
Because it's hard.
Yeah. The Nesbitt College of Fine Arts is quite well respected for a smaller program. Not the biggest fine arts program, but definitely had a lot of, at least when I was there, a lot of dedicated professors and students.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Oh yeah. Definitely didn't have the reputation of some of the other places, but I know people were doing a lot of good work.
Biomedical Engineering. They're one of the few that have biomedical.
Oh, okay. I did not know that.
Yes.
That may have been part of their acquisition of Hahnemann at that one point.
And I think they do quite a bit with the robots there.
Well, yeah, and in the time I was there, Drexel started a school of entrepreneurship where they had a small business incubator.
Oh wow!
To help people, help students and graduates get their businesses off the ground, provide them office space and such to get it going.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's what they need.
And the school grew dramatically since I left.
So, the Diamond State sitting 1 currently.
Plainfield sitting 1.
Plainfield sitting 1. Yes, sorry.
And we're still on the last of the second stones.
I'm not sure what the call there was.
Well, that didn't help.
That was very unfortunate.
Now you have a couple choices here, Matt. From where I'm sitting, you could throw on the counterclockwise rotation and try to snuggle in on that side, or you can come with the clockwise rotation and go underneath that big stagger. That's all Christmas treed up.
I like coming around the left side, the the clockwise side, actually. But either side would be fine.
Okay, well they're electing to go on the counter side, which I think both sides were valid shots. So I got nothing to complain about here. This is easier to freeze to your own. If you get it there, well, you really need to get it there because you need a lot of rocks to count now. Oy.
They only have 4 more rocks to throw.
And they need 3 of them to count to tie.
They need 4 to tie.
Oh, well, that's worse. Sarah confirmed my statement that most business majors used to be engineering majors. I did not start out that way. I went straight to sales and sales management with a theatrical production minor.
Yeah, you knew you weren't a science and math guy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's funny because when I was in high school, I had this we had this genius who was one of our math teachers, Mr. Roche.
Yes.
And he was like, he came up with some theorem or whatever. It was even in like Time magazine or something like that.
I'm not sure what they're calling here, but I think they need to freeze on the 1 and 8 foot.
A freeze or a little tap back.
Yes.
Would be good. So here comes that rock right now. So I had him for freshman year, and then I had him again for calculus in senior year.
We're all done on sheet D.
We are all done. And that's going to be a win for the Barch rink from Plainfield. This, if it curls up, is going to come down the one in the back, which is not so bad.
Well, that's not horrible. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. So over the 4 years I was at LaSalle High School, Mr. Roach and I became friends. And then when I took calculus with him, he would used to like spend 20 minutes in a class just writing some theorem on the wall, like, and you know, proving the fact that e to the I pi equaled -1.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. And I start doing calculus, and he's like, yeah, you're not good at this.
That's funny.
He's like, you're very smart, but you suck at this. I'm giving you a D to be nice.
Well, they're
three rocks, three of them have to count.
Well, they still need 4 total to count.
Well, yeah, well, all 3 of these remaining, I mean, sorry.
Well, they need 2 of these 3 to count, as long as they get rid of those blue rocks.
Yeah, it's 2 rocks to get rid of, but okay, so yada. That's so Barch with the win. Jackson with the loss.
Well, to be fair about the calculus, it's been so long
That
since
crap's-
I've had to use that.
That crap is hard.
All I can remember now is that you can solve everything by using parts.
So playing down to try to make a freeze here to make it tough to remove the rocks. Left to double.
Set up pretty easy double.
Let's see if Jen can make it. Tight game still on C between Pittsburgh and Diamond State.
I noticed that on the screen here, it zoomed in on the house. Does that do that automatically?
That's because Jimmy's playing with his new toy.
Oh. Well, that's pretty cool. That
And
can do
Jimmy
that.
might have to join the Hat Club for men too.
I see that. It's definitely, he needs some, maybe go to Rogaine. Some Rogaine.
It's very simple, Jimmy. It's the Hat Club for men. We're all members.
Yeah. Nothing to be ashamed of. Just embrace it.
Hey, I mean, if I'm not mistaken, baldness is caused by having a lot of testosterone. Or at least that's what I heard, and that's what I'm going with.
They just got a gift flash.
Holy heck. So now, how you got to take advantage of that? Now, do you
Put another one right there.
You put it right there and Christmas tree it up a little
Christmas tree it up.
bit. All right, so this is going to be a question of execution here. Over on C, Matt Berwick throwing the final stone. If I'm not mistaken, if he makes his hit, he's going to tie it up.
I would definitely, like they're wanting to put it up a little bit higher.
Look at that. Now it's going to wreck on the one in the back. Oh, it does. And that's going to be a win for Diamond State over there. So Diamond State was going to end up in the A event.
Wow.
After a very hard-fought game against Pittsburgh. And I actually, out of Matty's hand, I thought he had it. That looked, we don't have the best angle, but it looked pretty darn good.
Look good from here, Cotton.
It's a bold strategy. We'll see how it works. All right. So, okay, so it looks like, Matt, that they're playing to freeze down close to the one on the right side of the house.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's not bad. I don't hate it.
No, that would be the second thing that I would choose to do.
Okay, well, it's got to curl, and it's got to get there. It's curling. Can they get it there?
They definitely have to get it there.
Can they get there? It has to be there. You got to be able to score with this rock.
It has to be in the house.
Got to get it there. And, oh, gosh darn, it's short.
They don't have to have it in the house to win.
Well, it would have kind of helped.
It would have helped tremendously.
I'll tell you what, as far as late night Friday draws go, this hasn't been bad.
I just don't know why they're not trying to hit this out. All they need to do is hit.
Yeah, make a rock go away, right?
Make it go away. Any of them. So we're on skip stones on sheet A. Mr. Abramson
is sitting 1. And he does not have hammer.
And I believe he's down 1.
Yeah, we need Mr. Ishibashi to move.
Yeah, Mr. Ishibashi, didn't he win the Dykes a few years back?
Was he playing with the green?
I don't remember.
I know it was Adam and Ryan. Don't know who the other two. Well,
Yeah.
I should remember because I played them every stupid year.
Dave.
It was Mayock was always that team, and Moylan was always on that team.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think Jeff played with. So no, because Green won the Dykes.
Okay. Maybe he won.
Might won. I'm sure he's won. I'm sure he's won something.
I remember watching one of those fields, and I thought he was in the final.
Quite possible. I mean, just good curler. Played with some good teams.
Dave is definitely down 1.
He's down 1. And here comes.
And he does not have the hammer, like you said.
All right, so Jeff is throwing the 4th stones here. And they are on it right off the bat.
There's a port.
Back on our feature sheet, they're trying to draw. John's trying to draw something up.
Now Dave is nothing in the house.
Now that's
1 rock to go.
So So New Dave's gonna have to bury something someplace. Good shot by Jeff.
And he's got to count.
Yep.
Shot rock.
I think the easiest is the raise on the left, and if you're watching on sheet A, you can see that. Or if you set up 2 streams.
No, that port looks bigger in person than it does on the screen.
Yeah, I don't know if he can get the shot from there though.
I think you can.
Maybe inside out, right?
Right, inside out to the wing and middle of 8 foot. I think that would be his easiest shot.
And over here in our future game, John Trader's trying to draw up a way to pick out that blue and have 3 of his red count.
Yeah. He can't.
Well,
he'd have to. The only way that this is possible is if he throws a lot of weight, hits it very thin, and it
Now the rest.
it hits it just right to where it caroms off of that rock and sits right on.
Now everybody's pretty tired of pushing the dead rocks back already.
Yeah.
I think it's possible, Matt.
They're lining it up, just what I'm talking about.
Yep.
They have to hit that very thin for it to catch on that one in the 12-foot and sit there.
Oh, dear Lord, this is tough. Now,
But that's only going to give them 3 because that one in the back is still counting the other one in the 12.
I think he'd be pretty happy with a tie at the moment and throw a skip rock.
Well, that's true. I agree.
Now, maybe if our technical director, Jim Fannin, wasn't too busy flirting, we'd have a telestrator by now.
Well, he wasn't flirting. He was just in conversation with somebody.
I call that flirting.
No. No, definitely not.
They're not both married. Okay, so this is actually drawish ice. So I think he's trying to throw a heavy draw.
He's hitting. It's a lot of weight here.
Holy heck, that's a lot of weight. Oh, he's going the other way. Well, that didn't work. And that's going to be a win for Diamond State. Congratulations to Paul and the crew.
And then I missed what happened here on She Day, but they're also done. I'm pretty sure that Ibayashi won.
Yeah, I don't think New Dave could have pulled that out. So this is going to be interesting.
Well, thank you for watching, everyone.
Thank you very much. We greatly appreciate it. So for everyone, especially Steve Johnson's good friend, Matt Pring, I'm Dave Schmel. Thank you so much for joining us. Have a pleasant evening.